This is going to be part 9 of talking about the arcade games in the basement. I missed last Sunday. I've been real busy in the shop, working 7 days a week. Haven't had time to work on anything else but cars and the shop itself. So what we're going to look at here are, the first ones we're going to look at are these road burners. Okay, these are both obviously original games, running all the original hardware, except for the monitors. There's flat screen monitors in both of them. They're both 32 inch. This one's actually a TV. I need to swap it for a 32 inch monitor. There's a little hole drilled in the plexiglass right now, which I'll change once I change the monitor. So what happens is when you turn the game on, you have to physically turn the TV on. It doesn't power itself on. That one does. So these are linked together, just like all the other racing games down here. Play really well. People love them. They love being able to, you know, go back and forth on the motorcycle. This is your steering. Really not much to talk about these other than, you know, you can race each other. They work. Flat screens look good in these games. You know, they're, like I said, they're newer style games. They're on a computer, so the flat screen monitors do not look bad on them. I don't mind putting flat screen monitors and stuff like this because it's just cheaper to run, easier to fix, and they're not like a real desirable game where they bring a lot of money, where it's really even worth wasting your time on a big, heavy 27-inch CRT monitor. So that's pretty much it with the road burners. These came both from my buddy Brad from Playport in Erie, PA. Believe I paid $500 for one of them, and I traded him something for the other one. So once again, not much money into them. Handle grips were kind of worn out. So what I did was, since one of them had red T-molding, I put red bicycle handle grips on one, and I put blue on the other. And then, because it had blue T-molding and blue artwork at the top. And also what I did was I put little rope lighting around the motorcycles themselves, and those light up. They look better when the lights aren't on down here, but right now the lights are on, so you can't really see it, but it gives it a little bit of a glow look. It's just a real tiny light that just sticks onto the motorcycle. I might use hot glue to stick them on. Okay, so that's it with the road burners. Like I said, not much really going on with them. Next to that, we have a Route 66. This is actually a pretty fun game. I've had this a long time. I got this and a skee ball at the same time from the guy. So I got this and a skee ball machine for $1,000. I ended up selling the skee ball machine for like $600, so I have like $400 into this. I have not done anything to this other than change the microphone. The microphone was ripped off when I got the game, which that's pretty expected. Pretty much all these games have that ripped off. It's a little beat, worn up, but it's, once again, it doesn't really warrant putting much money into this because it's just not really worth it. But it works. People play it, they like it. I like it. I've actually beat the whole game. Really, that's pretty much about it with this one. It's all complete and everything. Original computer, original CRT monitor, and all that. So that's these ones right here are just a quick talk about. Not really much going on. So next to that, we're going to get into this digdug here. Okay, so the digdug, I restored this a while ago. I don't remember if I did this video on this or not. I might have, or did I not? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyways, digdug. I have a repo marquee or screen bezel. I don't remember. Trying to remember where this one came from. It's clearly on the back side of it. I'm not sure where the artwork came for this game. It's been a while on this one. Even the marquee is plexiglass, so I clearly ordered this from somebody, and I honestly can't remember. I know I don't have a ton of money into the game. We printed our own side art. All the artwork in the center front I bought. Cabinet I repainted, cleaned it up. Bunch of oh, that's what it was. This was a kangaroo cabinet originally, and I turned it into a digdug. That's what it was. So this was an extra kangaroo cabinet that I had that was pretty beat up and screwed up, and I turned it into a digdug cabinet. because I did not have a dig dug cabinet, but I had two kangaroo cabinets. So that's what I did. It's running original CRT 19-inch monitor, original boards, original power supply, original wiring harness. Everything's pretty much original in it except for the cabinet itself, which was a kangaroo cabinet at one point. And like, once again, I cannot remember where the artwork came from. I probably only have $500-600 wrapped up into this game. That I didn't have a ton of money into it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I made a video on it. I made videos on this game. I almost think maybe I made all new sides for this. I'd have to go back and look. But I probably just traced the old sides and made new sides if I did. Pretty sure I made all new sides for it. So that's pretty much it with Dig Dug. I'm not super good at it. Somebody has a high score on here from our New Year's party. I don't know who the initials are. Fun game. You know, I like it a lot. It's crazy because around here, there doesn't seem to be a lot of Dig Dugs for sale. But in other parts of the states, there tend to be more Dig Dugs and no kangaroos. So kind of weird how that works, but I guess that's just how it is. Obviously, this is a Paperboy cabinet over here. I need to finish building that game so I can get that up and running. Next to that, we have Centipede. I restored this Centipede a long time ago, probably about 6-8 years ago. Oh, both of these, by the way, have the high score kit in it and the free play. So both of these are running those. This Centipede is having a little bit of an issue with the monitor. So what happens is every once in a while, the brightness on the monitor goes up and it kind of washes everything out a little bit. And I don't know if that's the flyback in the monitor or what. I'm thinking it is. Now this is a newer CRT monitor in here from like a poker machine. And I'd have to see if I can get another monitor for it or a flyback for it. If not, I'd probably just have to swap it out for another CRT. Once again, we're running original boards, original wiring harness. This is a plexiglass screen. I think that came from Arcade Shop. This we printed, the overlay we printed ourselves, and this is the original glass marquee that came in the cabinet when I got the cabinet. I know I got the cabinet for $125. I had to do work to it. Particle board cabinet, like them all. They were blown out on the bottom a little bit. I had to do some repair work to the bottom and painted it all satin black, and then we made our own artwork for the sides. I'm pretty positive this came from Arcade Shop. The blue bezel on the inside there, I don't remember where that came from. Maybe Arcade Shop as well. Maybe they were selling those at one point. I don't remember that. Original coin door, all that stuff, just cleaned up, repainted. I have $200 in the board and the wiring harness and the power supply and all that stuff. When I had the board wasn't working. I sent it to Eugene Moss. He fixed it. I think he charged me $80, $100 to fix it. So once again, probably have $500 wrapped up into it. Not a lot. I know they sell for $800 to $1,000 for a decent one, but at least I know this one. I've gone through it. I have the high score saver on it. Everything's operational. Everything's clean. New leg levelers, stuff like that on the bottom of it. Pretty much it with that one. Next to it we have Kangaroo, and Kangaroo decided it doesn't want to work today. It's been having issues of turning on and off. I think it's something to do with the power supply. Have not pulled it out to check it with my multimeter yet. I'm willing to bet that something's wrong with the power supply. The power supply has not been rebuilt as far as I remember. So I might have to figure out what's going on with it. If I were to guess, I would say 5 volts isn't working, and that's why the game's not powering on. CRT monitor, once again. The cardboard in here was original to the cabinet. I just cleaned it up. It was in good shape. I put it back in there. The one for, you know what, let's go back to Dig Dug. The one for Dig Dug I made out of the board, which I think you guys have seen me make before. I made one for, this is for pole position right here. I made this one for pole position out of this thick, what is this stuff called? It's like matting for pictures. You get it at Hobby Lobby. Go to Hobby Lobby, they sell it there. And this one, that one for pole position, I had another pole position at the time, so I used it as a template, made that one. I took this one as a template and made that one over there. So, because all three of these games run the same little screen surround on them. So as far as Kangaroo, it is running. We ended up having to print glasswork for this. It had the original glasswork, but all the artwork was falling off down here. This apple was missing, part of his arm was missing, and it was just all flaking away. So this is this is a piece of glass that I had, and we just stuck artwork to the outside of it. The marquee is original. It's original glass marquee. The overlay we printed ourselves. Side art we also printed. So here goes centipede real quick. There it goes. See how it just turned real green like that? And then it'll go back to normal. So if somebody knows what that is and is watching this video, please tell me, because I'm racking my brain if I should A, try to find a flyback because the flyback's going wacky, or is it something else? So hopefully in another couple minutes here, that'll kind of switch back to normal again, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so on the Kangaroo, running all original hardware, original power supply, original board set, different monitor. The monitor that was in here was crap, and it was some weird monitor, and I can't remember what it was in here at the time. So I had bought a Kangaroo a long time ago, and then I had bought this one for $175, I think it was, and it was complete, but it was a mess. This cabinet was beat up bad. I spent a lot of time on this cabinet. Wasn't doing videos on fixing this cabinet up. I know this isn't a real desirable game. I don't have a ton of money into it. Probably, once again, I probably have $500-600 wrapped up into it, which you could probably buy one for $500-600, but it's not going to be all cleaned and gone through and stuff like that. Original joystick, all that stuff, cone buttons and all that. Okay, listen. It's a monitor issue then. So I'm having something going on with the monitor because it just coined up. So I wonder if that's been my problem, has it been a monitor. This is a newer monitor, so it has a remote board. I'm trying to just turn the dials on the remote board. Okay, so it's been a monitor issue then, not the board, the power supply, which I thought. Okay, well that's good to know. Alright, well I'll have to get into there and figure out what's going on with that. So both of these are having monitor issues then. It's an okay game. It's hard for me. I suck at Donkey Kong. I suck at Kangaroo. Just something about these style games. I don't know. I'm just not good at them. Probably need to give it a little bit more practice, a little bit more time playing them. I just don't play them that often. A lot of people come over and do play them. All these cabinets I put new T-molding on, the smooth black T-molding, because that's what they came with. I think they're all original speakers even in these cabinets, to be honest with you. Wiring harnesses are all original, you know, the boards and all that. I've been putting new leg levelers on these cabinets as I've been restoring them, just so that they're nice and clean and you can adjust them. Keep the game from wanting to rock around, because you got an old rusty leg leveler. Every once in a while one of them won't turn, and then you can't level your game out and it's rocking around and stuff. So Centipede still is real green here. So if I go in here, like I said, this is another game that has a newer monitor in it from a poker machine. So it has one of those remote boards in that. So if I go in here and mess with the remote board, it'll go back to normal. Well, actually, it'll probably go back to normal now because I turned it up. Yeah. So I turned the game off and back on. Now it's back to normal. Maybe a little bit. That screen's a little too green. It should be black right now. But I don't know what to do with it because I don't really know what's wrong with it. Because it works. It just does that funky stuff. Could it be the remote board? Could one of the pots in the remote board be bad and it's causing it to drift like that? I don't know. Let me see if I can adjust it real quick. I can't see what the remote board says, so I don't know which dial does what. Okay, okay, this is the brightness on the remote board. So if I turn it down all the way, it's still a hair bright to me. That screen should be black, not a green tinted screen. So I could turn the fly back. Oh, here we go. What is this? Nope, that's not it. But it did change on its own a little bit. But I could turn the fly back down a little bit. But when I turn the fly back down a little bit, then all of a sudden the stupid thing will go blank because it's not high enough. So I were to bet, I would say it's a flyback, but not a super expert when it comes to monitors. Sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I figure it out, but who knows. So Kangaroo, I don't know what's wrong with that monitor yet. Didn't even try earlier to credit it up, so clearly the board's on, and we just don't have a monitor working right now. So that's pretty much it for this week. These 5 games, not really much going on with them. They're pretty basic games. It's getting greener again. But next week we are going to be talking about pole position. Okay, how I got that, how I came about that, and how much I paid for it and all that. And then we'll get into these Williams games. All right. And then there'll be one more week with the last remaining games. Then I got to get my butt back to fixing games and restoring games. Need to get this stuff done. Need to get my building cleaned out so that I can start putting the concrete and finishing it out. I am going to be doing, I'm going to do a 6,000 subscriber giveaway. I was at 5,000. I lost a couple subscribers this week, probably because I haven't been posting much in the past couple weeks. I want to do a 6,000 subscriber giveaway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video later today, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to give away. Anybody can win this, okay? Anybody, but there is a catch. I'm going to make a video later. It's going to be called 6,000 subscriber giveaway. And what it is you're going to have to go on to that video. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and you have to leave a message on that video. Hi, how you doing? I subscribed. Anything you want to say, just say something on that video. Okay, and once I hit 6,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a computer is going to randomly pick somebody from that video to win the prize that I'm going to give away. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to see the video later today. I think it's really cool. I was going to keep it for myself, but I think it'd be cool to give it to somebody. I can always get another one, I guess. So that's what I want to do to see if I can get to 6,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 4,998 right now, so 1,000 subscribers away. So if anybody hasn't subscribed, wait to subscribe. Or, you can subscribe now, but you just need to comment on that next video that I'm going to make later on today. And like I said, next Sunday we'll go ahead and do some of the Williams games, or maybe we'll just wrap it up next Sunday, the rest of the games down here. And then I'll move on to getting this Jurassic Park finished, Paperboy, Stargate, and then we will start pulling more games out of the back building and start restoring them, getting them in paint, getting them down here so they can get out of my way out there. A lot been going on my other channel. If anybody's interested in cars or motorcycles or anything like that, and you haven't subscribed to my other channel, it's just Troy's Car Restoration. I'd appreciate it if you did. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway on that channel as well, but that's going to be car related. So if you guys are into cars too, body work and stuff like that, go to that channel, subscribe. There's going to be a giveaway video on that as well today. So that's pretty much it. I was out of town this weekend. That's why I didn't do a video last Sunday. I just did not have time. I was trying to get vehicles done for the car show that we went to in Columbus, Ohio. I managed to get everything done. We took one of our cars down there. Everything went well. We came back late last night, and that's pretty much it. So probably won't do any videos this week until next Sunday. We'll knock out the rest of the games. We're just going to knock them out. There's probably about 7 or 8 games left to talk about. We'll just get them over with, be done with it, and then we'll get back to working on these games again and starting to get them wrapped up so that we can get on to more games to restore. And I think the first game I want to do after I finish the 3 down here is I want to get the Tempest cabinet fixed. It got some water damage on the bottom of it. Since it's been here, it was a little messed up, but it ended up getting really wet at the bottom, so there's going to be more work to it than originally I should be having to put into it, but it is what it is. I have the monitor back for it. It's all been rebuilt and everything. The boards are rebuilt, so everything is pretty much ready to go together on that game once I get the cabinet fixed. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Look out later for a giveaway video, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, guys.